Welcome to Latwins Experience with
Kim
and Donyetta.
Now let's get back on our bullshit.
Okay.
I can't. I'm Kim.
And I'm Donyetta.
And welcome back to another episode of Latwins Experience.
Back on our bullshit.
We need a back on our bullshit theme song.
What could it be?
If you're a singer and you're listening to this here podcast and you want to sing our theme song, hit us up.
Oh, I like that idea.
You know, back on our bullshit. But with a good voice, not like that.
We want it to be like iconic, like Mo to the E to the... Is that... I didn't really watch Moesha.
Listen, we ain't giving that doggone Brandy no more burn on this show.
We ain't talking about them. We want it to be classic, like the Good Times theme song.
Good times.
She know the words to that, but she won't learn the words. The juveniles back that ass up, but that's okay.
Girl, you're working with some man, the man.
No.
Juvie, call me Juvie the Great. Why your name ain't Juvenile? At Juvenile was taken.
Somebody probably got it, you know.
He was late.
Like
he old. You know he was late
Twitter.
to Instagram.
He probably just got on there like last year. And you know what? The funny thing about Instagram is like some of the people that were iconic in our generation and that we still like hold up to that level, they don't really be having the Instagram followers like all these new edition people.
Like Britney
And by
Spears.
new edition, I don't mean the group.
I don't know how I came across Britney Spears. I'm like, dang, Britney Spears, she has millions of followers, but she don't have like 170 million like Kim Kardashian. Like,
I was about to say, she don't have like Kylie and Beyonce followings.
No, she's like in the 10s
weird.
or 20s. I know.
Really?
This is a whole new generation.
That many. So what's been going on in your week?
I've been chilling. I'm preparing to send these children back to school.
I forgot about that. That's coming up next week.
Yeah, they start back on Monday. I'm kind of nervous, but I don't know. You know, they have the school set up where they have like partitions around each desk. Like the desks used to all be together before, but now they're all like, the teacher took me on a virtual tour of the classroom. So the kids sit by themselves and there are partitions around the desk. So it's going to be different. But, you know, she brung the camera in the class today and she's like, hey, everybody, say hi to Dylan. He's coming back on Monday. And they were like, hey.
So other students are already in there.
Oh, yeah. Their students, you know, some students, like our district, we had an option either in school or hybrid or totally at home.
Okay.
Yeah, so my kids were totally at home. And because my little one, he's only in first grade, he goes 5 days a week. And my oldest only goes 2 days a week still. So
will your oldest be going back to the classroom as well? Or is he going to stay virtual?
No, he's going back. They got to go.
Get him out. Bring him out.
Listen, people it's not really homeschooling, but it's at-home virtual learning. It is stressful. Okay, it's very hard to monitor a 6-year-old, work and do everything you have to do. It's just like, it's hard work. So,
and they probably ask you questions instead of asking the teacher.
All day long. And there's but so much they're going to listen to a teacher that's on a computer screen. You know, so yeah, I have to have my son in the room I tried it in his room. That don't work. He has to be in the room with me so I can monitor. He's
distracting you from your work.
Listen,
yeah.
It's a hot mess. I'm happy to see them go. I just hope that everything goes good. It's scary. It's a scary world we live in, man. So what happened with you this week?
Let's see. I think I found somebody that's going to do the repair to my little flooding situation.
That's good.
So that's progress. It's been really hard to find somebody because of all the previous storms we had this year. Like, everybody's booked up. And so I got a referral to somebody, and he's going to come out this weekend. And then I started my meal plan. I think I might have told y'all about my meal plan. I paid on Instagram. He is Mr. Mind Your Own Fitness. It's longer than Donyetta, child. I paid for a 30-day meal plan. Mm-hmm. And so I started it on Monday. So I've been in it about a week. And I'm already down like 6 pounds. But I think some of that might have been bloating. Yeah, because I don't feel like I look any different. The only thing I notice is my stomach's not as bloated. But like as females, we like bloat, and then we have like bloating with PMS and stuff like that. But he said the goal is for me to lose I don't even know if I should tell y'all because I don't want to be held to it.
What is it?
He said I can safely lose 10 pounds in the first month.
Shit, I want to lose 20.
Okay, I said 10 pounds in a month. He said it's all about manipulating your macros and your micros. And so he has me doing 3 meals a day with 1 snack. And of course, I eat most of my calories for breakfast. And then each meal has a smaller amount of calories as we get towards the end of the day. But
so what was your plan like for today?
Today for breakfast, I had eggs with salsa on them. Like scrambled eggs with salsa. So like 5 scrambled eggs was like 1 serving. Typically if I cook eggs
with the yolk?
2. Yes. So that's going to be my biggest calorie meal for the day. But it's not the breakfast I would eat. I want eggs with the salsa and the bacon and the toast.
See, we be ODing. We do too much.
Yeah, it's just eggs. And then for a snack, I had a banana smoothie with almond milk and honey. And then for lunch, I had Brussels sprouts. So, see, for lunch, I would have had a Chick-fil-A sandwich with the fries and a milkshake. And if I went to Checkers, I'd get the apple pie. Or if it was Popeyes, I'd get the apple pie. And then for dinner, like, I usually just do a protein for dinner. So, earlier this week, the protein was chicken kebabs. Today, the protein was salmon. One day, it's going to be a T-bone steak, but it's only 4 ounces. So, I actually have to, like, measure out my food. When I go to the restaurant, I want the 10-ounce steak with the loaded baked potato.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just
now. Are you drinking your water? Because the water keeps you full.
I haven't been doing a good job of drinking my water. So there may have been some nights where I was in the refrigerator eating like sliced ham and cheese. So I'm gonna do, but So we'll see how it goes.
Now, does he give you any cheat days?
There are no cheat days in those 30 days. So I think I'm going to have to just carpe that diem and do my own.
Well, shoot, 6 pounds in a week. I ain't mad at it. That's
no
progress.
Coffee in that meal plan, and I drink like 2 cups of coffee every day. There's no wine. There's no Prosecco. There's no Tito's.
Hold on. Why you can't drink coffee? With no sugar? What if you put no sugar?
See, I don't want that. I want my coffee to be like my complexion with 3 tablespoons of sugar.
No, see, you doing too much.
I like lattes. I be all at Starbucks ordering the $15 coffee that got 800 calories in it.
You know what I started drinking this week? Because I finally found some doggone ginger. Ginger has been like hard to come by. So I've been cutting. Now listen, I had to Google because I didn't know how the heck to make this damn ginger lemon tea. Then I asked my friends and she's like, grate it up. I said, I ain't got no time to be grating no ginger. So
and it's hard to peel too.
I didn't peel it. I ain't got no time for that.
I went to the grocery store this weekend so I could like get all my ingredients. I had to buy like 15 dang bananas. I looked like, I don't know if I was feeding a preschool or if I got pet monkeys or what. I was like, whoo.
Now, does he have you counting your calories and like what is it called? MyFitnessPal or one of those apps?
And he did say too that he wanted before and after photos. I don't know about that. Y'all might see after.
I would be the same way. You are not seeing these love handles. You can see them a little bit on Instagram, but that's it. And that's only from the front.
Like some shorts and a bra, and I took like my before picture. I was like, where the freak, the F-U-C-K, did this belly come from? If I could have last year's stomach with this year's breast, y'all, I would be on somebody's pole.
Listen, you better not be one of those people that's posting their before and after picture 10 years later. I don't want to see that shit.
Oh, I forgot about that. Like, of course you have made progress, we hope. But see, there's another thing too. Like, for those of you that are runners, you'll understand. So there's a difference between like how much I would weigh on an average day as to what my running weight is. I am like 20 pounds heavier than I was last year when I was a serious runner. And so I'm going to have to make a decision, and soon, on if I want to look in what my opinion is good. For me, that would be like between a size 6 and an 8, or if I want to be a more efficient runner. Because, you know, the more you weigh, it slows your pace down.
Listen,
so, yeah,
I ain't got no time for that. I like my size 8. I find that when I'm running, I can eat.
Well, my problem is I'm not running, but I'm eating.
That's my problem too. Like, I haven't run since August 31st. I need to get back out there. But yeah, like, running keeps the body. Look, listen, y'all. We met through running. That's how me and Donyetta met. And running does a body good, okay? Like, and you don't have to be fast. You do not have to be a fast runner. You just have to get out there and do it. And shit. I need to follow my own doggone advice, because winter is coming.
And then too, like, I know, like, if I start losing weight, then like the boobs that I got because I gained weight, they're gonna go away, and I'm gonna go back to being flat-chested Donyetta.
That is true. That's the sucky part about
fat. It. So,
I think what we need to do is plan a trip and then set a goal. Because if you plan a trip, you have something to attain. Because I want to look good in that bathing suit. And if I know that I have a trip on the books in 2 months, 3 months, then I'm going to have to make it happen. Shoot.
Well, technically, I think I'm supposed to be going somewhere for New Year's Eve if they hadn't, like, banned the USA. So I need to get my whole life.
Yeah, women, we just can't win. Like, what can we do? And why can't we gain weight and keep it where we need it? Like, give me some of this, some boobs, a little bit of butt, some hips, and that's it. Like, I don't need no tummy. You could keep these thighs, these thick thighs. Don't save no lives. They killing me. You could keep them. Keep them.
I was running the other day. I was running this week, and I had to stop and pull my shorts down. My dang thighs was about to rub. No, they were rubbing. They were about to bleed. And I hadn't even got like a quarter of a mile into my run. And then I was like, my neighbor's going to think I'm like digging in my crotch. But I just got to pull these shorts down, Lord.
Oh, Lord.
With a T.
All right. So let's get into these song picks of the week. We have a Lay Twins Experience podcast. Why do I keep saying podcast? This is a podcast. We have a playlist, a Lay Twins Experience playlist on Spotify. And you can find it at bit.ly/Lay Twins Experience. That's the shortcut. We also leave a link down below so you can scroll down and link to our playlist. If I say podcast one more time,
podcast again.
Shoot. Link to our playlist and you can follow it and jam to all of these songs that we add to the list every week. So, my pick this week is a DJ Khaled Pop Star featuring Drake and somebody else. I don't know the other person that's on the song because they don't say it because it ain't Drake. It's somebody.
Does that mean they're not getting paid?
I don't know. We would have to look in the song credits and the CD booklet, and you know they don't have CD booklets no more. So where do you find these?
I missed the book with the lyrics and the pictures. Boys the Men and Brandy and Monica CD. Oh Lord, I said Brandy and Monica again.
The doggone Brandy and Monica. Where they at? I haven't seen them since that doggone Versus.
They probably afraid to come out after you dragged them like some bald head scallywags.
Bye, Brandy and Monica. Shoot. What's your pick for this week?
My pick for the week is a song by Tiana Taylor featuring her daughter Junie and Rick Ross, and it's called Come Back to Me. I like it. It gives me old school vibes, but then Rick Ross with his like 50 bar verse is like adding a little bit of, you know,
I'm gonna need them to shorten his verse.
Ugh.
It is like 20 seconds is sufficient. I don't need an hour at the beginning of the song of
He had a story to tell, I guess.
yeah, but I like that song. It's a vibe. And Tiana Taylor she's very underrated. I don't think she gets
like
her just due.
Y'all did not tell me that her music was banging. Like, I just so happened to be listening to like one of my Pandora stations, and I was like, I didn't know that was Tiana Taylor's song. And then I listened to the album, and her music is awesome. I had to literally pick between like 5 songs that I was gonna include this week. But like I was telling Kim, like some of those songs are like so sexually explicit. Can we add the like clean version of songs to the playlist? Does it give you an option?
Yeah, but I like the dirty versions.
These dirty versions are like watching like Pornhub. Like,
what you know about Pornhub?
It's hard out here for them. Trying to get the money for the rent.
All right. So what's up for our Black Girl Magic this week?
We have none other than who we hope to be our next Vice President, Kamala Harris, for Black Girl Magic.
Madame Vice President.
Please, y'all. And so we're giving Black Girl Magic this week to Kamala Harris because, as you all know, this is the last episode that we will record before we find out who is the next Vice President and President for the United States of America. And I am so nervous, Kill.
I'm nervous too. And you know what? I've been seeing these news stories about people who didn't vote in the last election because they didn't like Hillary and they didn't like Trump, so they just didn't vote. And some of them say that they are going to vote this time, and some people are still saying they're not going to vote. I don't understand what is wrong with you people. Like, a non-vote.
Some people. Go ahead.
A non-vote is a vote for Donald Trump.
Mm-hmm.
We're not even talking about fly on the head Pence, because nobody cares about Pence.
It's
but
flies.
Fly on the head, bzz, the fly on the head, and then fly's Twitter account. But listen, black people, and I'm talking to black people specifically. I don't care if you don't like Harris and Biden. Think about what the alternative is.
Biden and Harris.
No, Harris and Biden.
Made Kamala the president.
Harris and Biden. If you don't like Harris and Biden, so what? Get your ass to the polls and vote. You have to, by the time you listen to this show, you have to vote in person because election day is tomorrow. It's Monday. Election day is Tuesday. So if you haven't early voted yet, this is act like Barack Obama's on the ballot and get your behind to the polls and vote. Because do you want to go through another 4 years of this BS that we've been going through?
And the thing I don't understand is when people say, like with Hillary, they said that they didn't vote because they didn't like Donald and they didn't like Hillary. You don't have to like them. They are not inviting you to a sleepover. They are not inviting you to lunch, brunch, or high tea. So it's not about liking the person per se. You have to pick the person whose policies that what they say their policies are, most aligned with. It's not a popularity contest. This is not homecoming queen and king. And I think a lot of people get like mixed up in that. Like, who do you want running your country? It's not about liking me. You don't have to like me. You probably do, but you don't have to. I hope you do. Don't be a troll listening to this podcast so you don't like me. But yeah, and so I think people, and then we have to, we can't wrap our head around what we consider to be irrational behavior. But some of y'all made bad decisions for your personal life, so of course you'd say some foolishness about why you're not gonna vote for this election. You ain't making good decisions in general.
Yeah, I don't understand some people. And it's not only about the presidential election. You're voting for your local elections as well. You know, you're when you get a parking ticket in your neighborhood, those judges that are on the courts, they're on the ballot too. Your district attorneys are on the ballot. Attorney generals are on the ballot. It's not just president. Your local elected officials are on the ballot. It's those assemblymen, those state senators. There are so many positions. Positions? What do you call it?
Yeah.
Whatever it's called. There's a lot to vote for in this election, and there's propositions on the ballot that affect, road work, construction, things like that. So remember to flip your ballot over, because they be sneaking stuff on the back of those ballots and you don't even know. And the volunteers in at the polls, they're just regular people like us. They don't know what's going on either. So flip your ballot over, and I want to see I'm getting sick of seeing I voted early, but I'm loving it too. I'm loving it that everyone is getting out to vote early. Keep posting your posts, because you're encouraging other people to get out and vote. So if you get your little I voted sticker, I know my polls, they be slacking while they macking on the I voted stickers. And if they don't have a doggone I voted sticker, listen, if they don't have that I voted sticker, I'm going to raise hell up in there. Y'all going to see me on the news.
They better do something. And another thing I noticed, this has been such a year where, because COVID, a lot of us had to sit still where we otherwise would not have. I know me for sure. But this is a year where you see racial injustice going on. So don't be going hard saying that Black Lives Matter and then you don't go vote, because you're allowing district attorneys and judges and prosecutors to remain in office who have shown you what they do think or don't think about Black Lives Matter. And as a Black person, and especially if you are a female like me, there was a time that I could not vote because I was a female and or because I was Black, and it is disrespectful for people to have gotten sprayed by water hoses, dogs sicked on them, their heads bust open, all kind of just blatant disrespect, and they fought for your right to vote, and you don't go vote. Be your ancestors' wildest dreams. Don't be their biggest disappointment.
I love that. So if you can hear the sound of our voice, make sure you get out and vote on Tuesday. Okay.
All right, y'all. We are at the segment of the show where we talk about what irks us this week on social media.
Why is something always irking me on social media? I might need a social media rest.
You need to give it up for Lent.
But y'all keep doing it to me. I be over here minding my little straight Kim business, and y'all just want to bother me. Let me live. Can you let me live? Okay, I absolutely loathe this. Okay. Don't tag me in posts that don't have shit to do with me. There is no reason.
That's irritating.
There is no reason why you should be tagging me on a post. For what? Who's going to see my name and do what? What are they going to do?
The post. They're going to see your name and go to your page. So you're getting traffic off of your page, and I'm not even in your post. No. But it's annoying because every comment I get a notification. I'm not even on the post. It has nothing to do with me. That is true. This week I was tagged in multiple posts that I'm not in the photo. And before I wake up, my comments are already popping. I thought I'm going viral again. No. It ain't even me.
You killing my battery before I even get out the bed. Who does why are you tagging me? If it don't have nothing to do with me, if I'm not in the picture, if I'm not a subject of the post, don't tag me in shit. Period.
She said what she said. I have a person that tags me in their posts and they dang stories, and I'm not in any of these photos. I have a person tagging me on they dang fake TikToks, i.e. the reels on Instagram. Why are you tagging me in your reels?
Were you in the reel?
No.
So what? I don't get it.
I just thought of another thing, baby. Y'all.
What?
Stop posting something on social media and then inboxing it to the people that follow you.
OMG.
If that's like a fire shut up in my bones. Y'all, if I'm gonna like it, I'm gonna like it. But if you inbox it to me, like, I already feel some type of way about the fact that when I post something, I put it in my stories and say new post. But you don't DM your friends your post, because now I'm not gonna like it.
That's so annoying. You got too much time on your hands. If you can sit there and DM people your post. If I wanted to know when you posted, I'll turn on post notifications. Like, come on, man. Come on.
Like, y'all about that. That's so true.
Y'all too thirsty to get like Insta famous. Like, if it's meant to be, it'll be. If you gonna pop, you gonna pop, son. Like, come on.
Like, you got real New York on you. Pop, son.
You know, I had to say the sun on y'all because, like, if you're gonna blow, you're gonna blow, and you can't ride people's coattails. I hate that. You cannot ride people's coattails to the top. Stop buying followers.
Ooh.
Stop buying likes.
Record that.
Why y'all buying likes? Like, if your post was up for an hour and you had 12 likes, and then an hour later you have 600 likes, we know you're buying likes. Like, okay, let me tell y'all something. Do you know when you buy likes and followers, Instagram knows, and they stop showing your shit to people?
What do you do to buy them? Like, is it an app or a website?
They inbox me like at least 2-3 times a week. I get an inbox. Grow your social media.
Those people that say if you want to grow, okay,
$25 for this many likes or this many followers. Like,
well, how do they make it happen?
It's just bots. It's all fake accounts. Because if you go to someone that has fake followers and you look through their followers, a lot of the followers won't have a profile picture. Or they'll have a picture and they'll have like one post and that's it. So you can tell by
the comments too when somebody has bought likes. This is awesome, but it's supposed to like my pedicure. Wow, I really love this. So yeah,
like it don't add, like, numbers are, your engagement is what's important. Like, the numbers don't. I mean, yeah, it matters when you have a lot of followers when they're authentic. But when they're fake, and you know, once in a while, Instagram sweeps their followers and they get rid of all that stuff. So you're going to lose all the followers you pay for eventually anyway. So, like, what's the point?
I've seen, like, people with millions of followers lose, like, thousands on any given day when Instagram cleans that stuff up.
So be authentic. Like, you can't coach me if you cheating at life.
Ooh. So, last week, Kim and I mentioned that we were going to have these fabulous Back on My Bullshit shirts that we are wearing available for purchase. And so we wanted to let you guys know that by the time you hear this, the website is up and running, and we will be offering a pre-sale from Friday the 30th until Tuesday, November 3rd of 2020. So if you listen to this podcast a year from now, I'm sorry. Let's 2020.
Yeah, so if you want to pick up one of our Back on My Bullshit tees, we're going to have tees, we're going to have hoodies, and we're going to have long sleeve tees as well. Nice fitted ones for the ladies. Fellas, I know y'all don't really wear long sleeve tees, but if you want one, send us a DM on Instagram and we'll hook you up. So we'll have the red tees like I'm wearing, the black tee Donyetta's wearing, and everything else will be in black. And we'll also have a red hoodie with white print and a black hoodie with white print as well. So pre-sale.
I can't wait for that hoodie.
Yeah, we're going to be rocking those hoodies, y'all. So you can go to laytwinsexperience.com/shop to get your gear. The gear will ship about 2 weeks after you purchase, after the pre-sale is over, actually. So get your gear and you'll be in it very soon. And don't sleep, because when we say it's over, it's over. That's it.
So don't be like me today with the Ivy Park sale, and Kim took it out. We both ain't got nothing to show for it. Okay.
Not a doggone thing. Shoot.
I ain't even get them socks. Dang it. Y'all bought the socks too. But yeah, so back on my bullshit, we put the exclamation. You guys have been saying that you love the shirt, so follow through if you really love them and purchase them. And we want to see when you buy it and you get it and you wear it, post your picture and tag us in it. I can't wait to see it.
Me too. That's gonna be cute.
Y'all gonna be back on y'all's bullshit. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now to the segment that we call Bullshit of the Week, where we talk about topics that caught our attention, and some of them are actually some bullshit.
So, in this week's bullshit, first we have Offset, and he got pulled over.
You just can't say Offset. You gotta say Offset. Woo,
woo, woo, woo. Records are records are records are records. That's the only part I know. You be the best of me. The best of me. What are they saying?
It's a bunch.
Don't even look it up. Don't even look it up.
I know he said. Then I called it a Uber. Go.
Oh God. So this fool
loose. Yeah.
I'm gonna call him a fool because he was minding his business, rolling through Beverly Hills, and he got pulled over because the police said that it was reported that someone was waving a gun outside of the window of the car.
He was driving past a Trump rally, y'all. We forgot that part. And so somebody called and said this fool was waving a gun in the car. Then the police showed, the popo
Wait,
showed
you
up.
know those Trump supporters are snitches, so they snitched on his ass immediately. So get this.
Gonna wave a gun at me?
So Cardi B's, what is it, her cousin?
Who?
I think it was her cousin was in the car with Offset and had a weapon and was arrested for possession of a weapon.
He didn't have a permit to carry?
Well, they were in Cali. You can't bring your weapon across state lines unless
he was just in Cali. They was in Beverly Hills. Wait a minute. Of course there'd be Trump rallies in Beverly Hills because that's where all the rich white people.
You know? Let me find his name.
So he did get arrested.
No, Offset didn't. They took him and I don't know what happened. I think they let him go or whatever. But her cousin, Marcelo Almanzar, who was very young too. I think he's like 20 years old. He had 2 charges of carrying a concealed weapon and carrying a loaded firearm in public. So this fool, these rappers get on my nerves. Y'all got all this money. You buying Cardi B a damn Rolls Royce SUV with the custom baby seat in the back.
And all the Birkin bags.
Oh, she got a closet full of Berkins from the rooter to the tutor.
She even got army fatigue print one.
Why don't you have 24-hour security? Why? Mm-hmm. Cardi has that crocodile Birkin. You know how much that damn croc Birkin costs? At least 50 G's. At least 50 G's.
Remember for his birthday one year, she gave him a refrigerator full of money?
They are so Negroidian. And I get that from Wendy Williams. She said, y'all, I don't want to say the N-word. Y'all Negroidian to the bone. Listen, if I had the money, I would have security. I would have rotating security. I would have 3 security guards on full time. They working 8 hours a piece each.
Even if it's just my uncle, somebody.
Wait, and my math is not good. What's 8 times 3? 24. 24. That's 24. You should have 3 security guards working 8 hours a day, rotating. You can have $500,000 of Berkins. You can afford to have full-time security. You should not be in a vehicle carrying a weapon, and no one in your entourage should have a weapon other than security. What is wrong with them?
That's remember that time T.I. had that trunk full of machine guns and foolishness?
What were you doing?
And that whole video made me nervous, number one, because black people in police, right? And police really don't care if you're recording. So Offset's recording. They tell him to turn the car off. He's like, I'm not moving my hands. And he let them know he was on, was it Instagram Live or Facebook Live? He was live.
On Instagram Live.
He's like, I'm not moving my hands. Because y'all have guns drawn. And they were like, step out of the car. He's like, I'm not even opening the door because y'all have guns drawn. But we know we've seen black people get shot on camera, on video, without even moving. But still, and then they reach in the car, they unlock the door, and they open it for him. He's like, y'all can't do that. That's illegal. I don't know if that's illegal or not. If y'all know, let us know. But then Cardi comes, and she popping off, talking about, that's not. And that made me nervous again because black people and police.
Like, y'all gotta be smarter than this. I don't care what hood you're from. You're a celebrity now. You're famous. You making all this coin and you're making stupid decisions. Period.
And you know how black, like the relationship that Black America has with the police nowadays. I'm not giving you, like you most times you don't even have to give them a reason, but I'm not going to give you a reason.
You know? You making their job easier. You making it easy for them to get away with murder because you out here carrying around concealed weapons like an idiot.
She really tried to run up on the police in the video I saw. What you gonna do? And then you had the peanut gallery. Is that what you call them? The peanut gallery? Like,
oh my God. Cardi coming out the car.
Don't run up on the police, y'all.
Are
Black
you
people
crazy?
Get shot in the back from running away from the police, and you gonna run up on the police?
And Offset, they told you to get out the car. They issue you an order. Get your ass out the car. You want to die today?
Well, no. Who was the black man that he was in the car with his either girlfriend or wife and his child? And they told him to do something. He let them know he had a weapon in the car. He had a permit to carry. And when he moved, the police officer shot him. You remember
but
that
that's
guy?
not Offset. Woo, woo,
But I can see.
They knew. They knew that was Offset.
Why he said, I'm not moving my hands. That part
I understand that. I understand that.
The weapons and the running up on the police.
But here's the
this ain't
thing.
no fight in the neighborhood. You don't run up on the police.
But here's the thing. You in the wrong because obviously little Almanzar was raising that gun outside the window. That's how they knew you.
Is Almanzar from the Bronx too? Like Cardi, they all from the whole family from the Bronx.
You know he from the Bronx. Got the Bronx, and I'm from the Bronx. I ain't from they side of the Bronx though. Listen, I was watching.
Lord, we done divided the Bronx.
Listen, I was watching this
along?
thing on YouTube called Hood. What is it called? It's called Hood something. But they show different neighborhoods. Hood vlogs is called on YouTube. I need y'all to look this up. Hood vlogs. This chick was coming through the Bronx. I'm like, what part of the Bronx is that? I ain't never been over there.
You're like, I don't know them streets.
That must be where Cardi that was from, because I did not grow up over there, okay? But listen, you ain't in the Bronx no more. You need to get your... Where's the Migos from? Atlanta?
Yeah. They're from really like, I think like Lawrenceville, so that's like up at the top of Georgia, but yeah, Atlanta. It's like...
Y'all not in the hood anymore. Act like it.
Don't run up on the police, y'all.
You buying Rolls Royce SUV, act like you got some money now and get your shit together. Like, y'all just some... Like, I don't feel bad when these rappers get... Like, when Jules Santana brung the gun to the airport in the bag, talking about he forgot the gun was in the bag.
I forgot
Why you
my
got a
water
gun in
bottle
the first
in my
place?
suitcase once, and TSA flagged it a damn gun.
Wait, what you had in there?
My water bottle. It was one of them big smart waters too. I forgot my water bottle. I ain't never forgot I had a gun.
Girl, they let me through last time with my doggone pepper spray. I got to Mexico. I was like, my pepper spray in this bag? I can see how he would have forgotten, because I forgot that was in there. You know, you just forget. But I ain't carrying around no gun.
A gun?
And you know, my husband loves Dipset. He showed me the video when Jewels was talking to Fat Joe.
Dipset.
He loved him some Dipset. So Jewel said that someone gave him some Supreme gear, and it was in a Supreme bag, a duffel bag, and he must have put the gun in there. And then, I don't know, days later or something, he had to hop on a flight, so he used that bag, and he didn't remember that the gun was in it. But okay, You didn't remember the gun was in it, but why are you carrying a gun in the first place? Why? What are you doing that you need to carry a gun? I need you to sell some of them Cuban links.
Right there, 'cause I ain't had nothing.
Listen, sell your Cuban links, sell your Rolex, sell all that other bullshit and Gordian stuff that you have, and buy you some security. You don't need to carry no damn gun. If you're in danger of your life, you need to change up your lifestyle.
Speaking of things that Negroidians need to sell, I'm gonna put a pin. What is with everybody? So now that I have taken a deeper look into Berkins, I don't like the way that they look. And I don't like the way that they look. The only reason I would buy a Birkin is to prove that I'm a bad bitch. And so I could walk around and be like, I thought a broke bitch said something.
That's what it is. It's just status. That's all. Because you know them bags have been around forever. Look, Birkin is named after a woman, right? Let me see.
Maybe. But Negroidians are the only ones that are hyping it back up. Sort of how y'all like to do Hennessy and Timberland boots and they don't rock with y'all. So have you been seeing these big debates on social media, like Sweetie, who dates the most Quavo of Migos?
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say the other one that Offset is with.
Yeah, I think he's Offset's uncle or either the other way around, and then Takeoff is a cousin. That's a whole nother family tree. But Sweetie said that if a guy's not paying your bills, buying you Birkins, and performing oral sex on you, send him back to the streets.
Ooh.
Most of y'all can't buy yourself a Birkin. And take yourself out to eat. Most of y'all ain't even buying good wigs. So
okay, we gonna get into that wig discussion. We go get into that.
So like, what is this like mindset? And celebrities aren't thinking about what they're saying sometimes. Like for Sweetie, if a guy's not buying her a Birkin, I can get it because she has a different type of like revenue income coming in. But why are we making Birkins like such a big hot commodity? And
it's just for status. That's all it is.
Because it's not a new bag. They've been around.
They've been around forever. Birkin is named after a UK actress, Jane Birkin. Birkins have been around forever, but the style hasn't changed.
I can tell.
You know, they have all. That's why it has that kind of vintagey look. They have all these new materials and colors and things like that, but the style is the same, and they have different versions. You know, Birkin is that. Yeah, but Hermes see, a lot of people don't even know Hermes is the brand that makes Birkin, the Birkin bag, and there are other Hermes
for
items that you can buy.
We're talking about that brand that y'all call Hermes.
It's not Hermes. It's not herpes. It's Hermes. Hermes. It's French. It's French, right? Mm-hmm. Hermes. Like Pepe Le Pew is Hermes.
And Donyetta.
Listen, I almost bought one of those Hermes belts. I was like, do I need to spend $1,000 on a damn belt to have that stupid H? No.
Especially with the way I'm gaining weight, it ain't gonna fit. It's gonna be livid.
And then I almost bought a Hermes bracelet. I'm like, do I need a plastic bracelet from Hermes for $500? No.
That's like buying that Louis Vuitton scarf to tie around your purse handle.
Yeah,
but so some of y'all are out here listening to like what these like celebrities say who like have the cash, and a lot of times we find out they don't even have the cash. And so don't like hop on this if a guy can't buy you a Birkin and pay your bills, that you gotta throw him back to the streets because they ain't on the same streets as you.
The good thing about Birkins though is that they hold their value.
But I don't know anybody that I know that can. This like a $15,000 bag, or is that the higher end?
No, that's the minimum. That's the if you go in the pre-love market, that's the minimum 15,000, and
that's used.
That's yes.
I don't know anybody that's buying Birkins, and I've gone out to dinner just because of work. I go out to dinner and lunch with CEOs and executives of companies. But
You
let me
can't
tell
even
you
get a
something.
damn Birkin. You gotta be on the. You gotta keep dialing in to get a Birkin. It's hard to get a Birkin.
Cardi and
It
Offset
ain't
posted
easy.
a video where somebody's like, "Who said we can't get buy stuff in the store?" And they were like, in the store where you buy Birkins. But like, but I have noticed too, like, there's a difference between like how like black people spend their money and then how like white people spend their money. Have you ever noticed that? We tend
Black
to
people spend their money as soon as they get it.
and we tend to wear and drive our money, whereas all of the people, the white people that I know in my pay grade, they drive, if they're being fancy, an Acura, but they tend to drive like Toyotas and Hondas, and then they go to Europe for the summer every year for 2 or 3 weeks.
That's how I feel. Like, I wanted a new car. I was gonna get a new car like 3 years ago because someone rear-ended me. And I was like, I was at the dealership. They didn't have the red I wanted. He called me back. He had the red, and then I didn't get it. And I'm driving the same car 3 years later, and I don't care to get a new car. Like, I rather have experiences than things. Some things, because I like things too.
Now, I will say, living in Atlanta, so before the car that I have now, I had my Honda, and I drove that bad boy for 16 years. And I live in it.
16 years?
16 years.
Damn.
My dad still has it. Like, it still runs. The only reason I got rid of it is because, like, the oil started to leak and the air got a little tricky. But I literally said I was going to drive that until the wheels fell off, and they still haven't fallen off, y'all. I thought that I would love my car. Like, I always wanted the car that I have. I wanted it in red, but it's not red. But there will probably never be another car I love as much as I love that Honda. Like, just looking at like the nostalgia, because I would have had that for most of my 20s and most of my 30s. So like, it's like trips and memories and experiences. But living in Atlanta, Atlanta is Black Hollywood, right? I will say that I always felt like a stereotype getting out of my Honda with my red bottoms and my Louis Vuitton bag.
Like, this heifer got designer clothes and driving a hoopty. But that's okay.
Kim, didn't I tell you I thought my eyelash was gonna fall off?
Oh, Lord.
And I ain't even gonna edit that part of the show out, child. But yeah, I felt like, so should I take both of them off?
Yes, take the other one off.
Oh, that's such a relief. That's like pulling your bra off at the end of the day, child. Oh. But I do know, like, rappers talk about those type of women, like driving a Honda and you got the red bottoms and your labels and your Louis Vuitton. But at the same time, like, I'm writing checks for all them trips I was going on.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be car poor or house poor either.
Yeah, it just depends how you choose to live your life. Like me, like, I like nice bags. I don't wear a cheap bag, and I like nice shoes, but I don't spend Louboutin money on my shoes either. But I'll spend $400 or $500 on a nice pair of boots.
You know what I spend most of my money on? Food.
This little trick 50 cent. I don't like that damn 50 cent. Get on my nerves.
I ain't called somebody a trick in a long time. I mean, like, oh yeah, that used to be my word. She called him a trick.
He is. He's like one of those people that I hate him. I like to say I hate people, but 50 Cent, he's just the scum of the earth, man. Now he's saying F Donald Trump and he never liked him. What? A week later. Like, come on, man. Like, pick a side and stay on the damn side. Like,
what happened? He mad about something?
I don't know. He is just, because his ex-boo Chelsea Handler, she was on, I think, Jimmy Fallon, talking about 50 Cent and how he was saying that he's all for Trump or whatever. And once he just tweeted something, he tweeted a reply to her video and said, "A what? Another spin? F Donald Trump. I never liked him. For all I know, he had me set up and had my friend Angel Fernandez killed, but that's history. LOL."
What?
This shit ain't funny. It is not funny. Like, there's a time and a place to joke. I don't know who Andrew Fernandez is, but I just don't like 50 Cent. I think 50 Cent just needs to crawl in a hole and stay there for the rest of his life. Like, ugh. Go in that hole that I sent Brandy and Monica in. Go in there with them.
Oh, Jesus. I don't know. And then it was interesting that is it Chelsea? Yeah, Chelsea. Like, had the kahunas to even bring his name up, because we know he is a troll. But you see, he ain't drag her like he be dragging black women.
You know he ain't dragging no white girl. I said what I said. Who said that? Nene. I said what I said. He ain't gonna drag Chelsea. But if Tia Marie said that, he would drag her for filth.
And release some porn of her.
Why do we still, not me, because I've been canceled 50 Cent. He's dead to me. Why are we still on the 50 Cent bandwagon? I don't know how.
I can't even think of a song he's made outside of Power. What does he do? Like, he invested his money.
Yeah. You know, he has his vodka, he's acting and all that other stuff, but I don't know why people still stand for him. Like, he's just a horrible excuse for a human being. That's all he is. Okay, this is some ESHIT.
What?
And I'm back on that doggone Monica. Not Brandy, just Monica this time. But C Murder, he's in jail, right? For life.
Uh-huh.
He been in jail for what, 15?
Forever.
He been in jail 15, 20 years, right?
A long time.
He sent Monica, it was her birthday last week. He sent her a shitload of presents. Louis Vuitton, boxes of Louis Vuitton. She got a cake. How? Do he have his people on the outside do it? Do he have internet in jail where he could just go on LouisVuitton.com and put in his credit? Does he have a credit card? Like, how does that work?
In prison, do you have to still put money on a person's books, or do they have like their own credit card? I don't know how that works.
Do they have Louis Vuitton in the commissary?
I know. I thought y'all was like buying cigarettes and soap. He went to the designer. So he sent her, he showed out for her birthday.
He sent her roses, Louis Vuitton, and a cake. Looked like red velvet. He loved him some Monica.
I bet that pissed his baby mama or mama's off.
You know, they like, this motherfucker sending Monica Louis from jail and he don't send me shit. Did Master P send that? Like, how does this work? And why Master is Monica...
He cut everybody off, didn't he? He said the Master P ATM is closed. He said it earlier this year, so I don't know.
And she posted it on Instagram, y'all. Like, she happy to get this stuff from him. I know Shannon. What's her husband's name? Her ex-husband, Shannon. What's his last name?
Brown.
He probably like, this little bitch posting this nigga from jail.
Like, she posting pictures of him like...
This too much. This is too much. But yeah. You stand for your little old boo Monica when if he get out. Because you know Kim Kardashian involved. He might just get... Well, if Donald Trump don't win re-election, then he might be stuck in there. But we'll see what happens with that case. Shit, I had an inkling Latoya was pregnant, but I don't follow her. I didn't even know she had a damn baby.
You don't remember? Like, her husband's side chick came out like the last month of her pregnancy and was like, she got video or pictures of him, and he got on social media and was like, dear Lord, please don't let the lies that people are telling make my wife go into early labor. And the chick
still
lives
with
in
him?
Dallas. Huh?
Is she still
Where
with
he's
him?
from. I think she is, but like, if you look, they don't follow each other. Are we recording now, or are we just talking to shit?
We can add this to the show.
So they don't follow each other on Instagram anymore. I don't know. They don't follow each other on Instagram, but the chick lives in Dallas, where I think is where he's from, and so he always goes out there sometimes for like a week at a time because that's where his daughter is. He has a daughter from a previous relationship. And then, like, I don't watch Family Hustle, but I see snippets of the show. And so Latoya Luckett and Tomicus is his name, Walker, maybe. Like, he'll be mad at her and then just go off to the airport and go to Dallas to visit his daughter and don't talk to her for the whole week. And then come back up in the house and be like, hey, babe.
Oh, so they ain't together.
So when people saw that, and then this side chick came, alleged side chick was like, yeah, he's blah, 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 and I got receipts. Like, he was like, Lord, please don't let my wife go into early labor because of these lies.
No, I can't. I'm trying to see if she has a wedding ring on in any of these pictures, but her hand is not showing.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not in any of these pictures.
Mm-hmm.
She's so pretty though. I always love. Okay, so we talking about Latoya because she had her baby like when a month or two ago.
About a month ago or so, yeah.
And she put up a picture. He's so cute.
That's a very cute little baby.
His name is Tyson. Why you had to spell his name S-U-N like the son Tyson Wolf Walker? No, he's so cute.
Because even on the show, he was like, I want to have another baby. And she's like, we don't even get along. Like, adding another child to it is not going, like,
Ooh.
They were doing marital counseling with, what's the minister, John Gray? Is that the one who keeps getting caught cheating on his wife and said the devil made him do it?
Ooh.
You know what I'm talking about?
No, wait, so they have a marriage counselor and the counselor's a cheater?
I think his name is John Gray. He's a pastor, and he has gotten caught twice in the last year or so in an alleged affair. And once him and his wife got up in front of the church. Pastor John Gray, I bet if you Google him and you see his face, you'll know who I'm talking about.
I
But
can't.
yeah, they were giving them marriage counseling on the show, and like they had bad communication. Like I said, he going to Dallas for like a week or two. He ain't calling, he ain't texting, he didn't even give her a kiss goodbye, and she was the one who dropped him off at the airport.
No, he got to go. He sound like a trash ass.
Bitch
Bye,
ass.
Terracus. What's his name? Temicus?
Tomicus.
And your
They
name
call
is
him
dumb
Tommy.
too. Bye.
Ooh.
Ooh. Okay, y'all. So Tamar Braxton was on the Tamron Hall show this week, and she was talking about, well, not too much. You know, she didn't say too much. She did admit that she did attempt suicide. She admitted to that. And her reasoning was that she hated her job. Right? She said she said the We Network had her playing a character that she no longer wanted to play. And
they made her family fight in ways that they didn't fight before.
Like, I don't know, but see, I feel kind of two ways about this. All right. So Tamar was like that since we met her, right?
She was always outspoken. I think she's the baby. She was always very like outspoken, and I would say like had a sassy personality.
So she was like, because I watched Braxton Family Values from the beginning, and she was always like that. And, you know, Tony was calm. Tony was the voice of reason. You know, Trina was, you know, a little weird. Tawanda had that terrible hair. She used to wear them plaits and just look terrible. You know, they all had a personality and a role to play, but Tamar was always like
the brat,
a mess, like a troublemaker. So I don't know how she can use the reasoning like that she was playing a character and she's not like that, because even when she was on the Tamar and Vince, she was like the same way. Like,
well, you know what, she being on these reality, because I've heard people like say, like Paris Hilton. Have you heard how her voice really sounds?
I saw her documentary on YouTube.
And she's like, I'm actually very smart. I was playing an airhead. And like how Nene, I don't see how Nene has any friends. And I said what and it's carrying on like terrible. That in real life. So I think sometimes, Tamar knows that personality will get them more views and in turn gets her more money. And so she might have, you know, embellished is the word I'll use, or accentuated like certain.
But you
parts of
took
her
the check,
personality.
right? You played the part and you took the check. And when you were sick of it, you didn't want to do it anymore. They didn't want to let you go. Like, so this is what's getting the views.
In the early seasons, like, did they fight like that?
I stopped watching it in the later seasons, so I don't know how it got. But like, y'all wasn't famous before this show, right? Only Tony was. Mm-hmm. So Tamar this show,
was a little bit.
You ain't know none of them doggone Braxton. Which one you knew?
Tamar. Because
I
remember Tamar's for singing.
Singing what?
If you don't want to love me, don't love. That's her first single. Go look it up. The first single that we would have been mainstream. Yeah, like I remember being in college and like, Tamar can really sing. Like I'm
gonna need you to add crickets over that part where you sung. Add some crickets to that because ain't nobody heard of no Tamar, no Trina, Tawanda, like none of them heifers.
I remember them because they had a group, the sisters, and I know they used to sing backup for Tony. And then I know Vince was like, wasn't he like producing or managing like Gaga and all that? So like I knew of them, but I still can't. I can tell. I think Tawanda, is she the taller, slimmer, more chocolate complexion sister? Mm-hmm. And Trina is more shorter, heavy set. What's the other sister?
Tawanda, Trina. Which one? Trina, Tawanda,
the one
Tracy.
Who was married to the white guy.
And Trina was married to the Spanish guy. Then Tracy has her high school sweetheart.
Okay.
Or something like that.
So like I knew of them, but I have heard a lot of people that are on reality TV, number one, talk about how fake it is. And then
I hear that too.
If like and so like with the Real Housewives, if Nene don't come on there acting up, they're not gonna keep giving her a peach.
But what I'm saying is you can't be mad because you played the part and took the check and you took the fame, and now that you don't want to do it anymore, like.
Well, yeah, you got the right to change your mind at any given point in time.
Then walk away. What are you bad mouthing the network because they want you to do what you was doing?
The way her contract is set up, she can't, and she can't work anywhere else.
Well, you should have had a better lawyer, boo. Why you signed the contract?
Like, yeah, I think she can't do anything else. Maybe music, maybe.
Well, that's what you get for calling 1-800-LAWYER to read over your documents. You should have had your business in. Like, did this happen after you left Vince or before?
Vince might have been Vince was her manager.
I know. So did Vince sign off on his new like, what happened? Because you weren't in the same contract you were in when the Braxton started. So, like, what okay, but I don't want to downplay her mental illness because mental illness is a real thing, and you know, I'm sorry that she had to go through this entire ordeal, but I just don't like the blame game. Like, you benefited from this, don't blame it now. And the girl was crocodile tears. Make you
depressed and want to like, because think about how many times I personally have had jobs where I'm like driving to work crying because I don't want to go. So I mean, like, if we take away the celebrity of who she is and we like humanize it, I done had some jobs, baby. Let me tell you,
I can see that side of it.
Where when I would see the billboard on the interstate driving in, I would start crying. Oh, I hated it. Oh, I hated it. Oh.
Okay, I can see that. I can see that side of it, but this was the first time telling her story. I needed to see those tears because you was crying, but it was dry. It was like a desert. Like you were like.
Now Hollywood Botox is getting y'all. Y'all can't smile and y'all can't cry.
Was your tear ducts frozen? Were you fake crying? Like, why did you get kicked off the reel? Remember she was on the reel? Were you playing the Tamar Braxton character on the reel too?
Well, she said, well, her character, it was sassy, but it was very, you know, I liked watching the reel when she was on it. I think she said that was some shady stuff behind the scenes. Like, they don't get along to this day. It's like how them first two girls got Latoya and Latavia got kicked out of Destiny's Child, and there's still some he said, she said going on.
Well, look at here. Now she's out of her contract, right? She said.
Is she?
I thought she said they let her go after the suicide attempt.
I don't know. I can't remember. Maybe.
I'm just looking at this picture. She's like, there's no tears. Like, I need to see your tears, girl.
That Botox life.
And the Michael Jackson nose, like, okay, I ain't gonna talk about the girl, but the Michael Jackson, like, you took it too far. Like, too far.
She said she got her nose fixed because
one side is smaller than
her
the
nasal passages. It was affecting her singing.
Yeah, we all got that, but we ain't getting those jobs to fix it.
That old rhinoplasty, baby.
Now looking like no damn Michael Jackson nose.
So,
but yeah, I hope she's getting the help that she needs. She's done with this boyfriend who ain't even cute. Like, I'm gonna need you to step it up after Vince. Vince wasn't cute, and
she's abusive. He said Tamar punched him in the throat while he was driving, almost causing him to crash.
Well, where the video? Because you got the video.
He said she smashed it up.
Y'all celebrities, y'all need to just keep y'all business in y'all house. Like, y'all share too much.
She was saying like the Braxton family values, like the producers like had her family portraying everything that they don't want to put out in the media about black families. Like now they seem stereotypical and now they seem catty and like it does seem like they pretty much don't even get along. I don't watch the show, but I've seen snippets. I've seen clips.
But y'all participated in it. And like, I hate when they say I was edited this way. Didn't you say what you said? Did those words come out of your mouth?
Like, all right, Donyetta, I want you to go into Papa Do's. And you remember that time that Kim called you a bald-headed bitch? I want you. So they do like tend to work you up. And Tamar has said like when Iyanla, now I remember that. I saw that episode. That was a mess. When Iyanla Van Zant was on there, that Tamar and the family shared. No, Tamar said she never told Iyanla that she was sexually assaulted as a child. And then they get into the room with everybody else, and somebody told Iyanla because Iyanla said it, and now the cameras got it. And you think they was gonna leave that out? So like little stuff like that, like. If your platform is not you're speaking out about like sexual assault and like sexual violence, and then now you gotta talk about it, that's a little personal. Who told? Which one?
One of your family members told. Blame them. That's why y'all not talking, right?
Like, could you imagine?
No.
Oh,
that's
would be
terrible.
38 hot.
That is terrible.
That's trifling.
I don't know.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
All right, so that is a wrap on this episode of Lay Twins Experience. We want to thank y'all for tuning in to the show.
Don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms. LaTwins Experience on Instagram and Facebook, and LaTwins EXP on Twitter. Subscribe to the Spotify playlist and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
And don't forget, our Back on Our Bullshit merch is on sale right now. So make sure you go get you some before it is gone. It's a pre-order. So once they're ordered, they're done.
Finito.
Period. So we want to thank y'all for tuning in, and we will catch y'all on the next one.
Bye.
Later.
Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe wherever you listen to your podcast so you'll never miss an episode.
If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, please be sure to rate and/or review the show. It would really help us out. Catch you next time.